The present sanctuary is located in the Applegate Valley. We have 15 endangered desert tortoises. They're all special needs. They were either taken from the wild or they were injured in some way. And they came here 4 years ago from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife facility that was closing down. So they've been living here 4 years and we have 15 of them. All of our tortoises are special needs tortoises, meaning they have had an arm or a leg lost or damage to their shell, which has resulted from a human or indirectly by a dog biting them or some kind of accident like that. They have been here for 4 years and are thriving and doing very, very well. Unfortunately, all of our animals are still captive. That is for their well-being and for their safety. However, we do everything that we can to make sure that they don't feel imprisoned, that they feel that they can take their own initiative, that they can make the decisions in their life. They're provided with food and water that is fresh, organic food, different kinds of areas to explore, relationships to make and cultivate, and they live in a very beautiful place, which is what we call Southern Oregon.
Hi, my name is Katarina. First of all, make sure everyone's here, not flipped over, because they do fall on their back sometimes. And then feed everyone and monitor how much they're eating. If they are eating, make sure. And if they're not, then take note of that or anything weird that goes on. And then we also soak them in a bucket of water so they don't get dehydrated, because they get their water through their skin, and they really like that. They'll sit in the water and stick their necks out, which means that they're enjoying it. It's a great place to be at and learn a lot about the personalities of all the different tortoises, because on first glance they might all look the same, but they all have very distinct personalities and behaviors, which is really interesting. And it's interesting figuring out how to distinguish each one. On my first day, I took notes of what each of them looked like if one had a smoother shell or if one was smaller. So that's how I would remember at first. But now it's become easier to actually identify them, even when they're all in a big group together.
Hibernating, which is called brumation for reptiles. We monitor their weight about every 2 weeks. So we go in very quickly, weigh them, not to disrupt their sleep, we look at them to make sure that there's no discharge, that they're looking okay, and we keep track. And depending if they are losing too much weight too fast, then we take them out. And we had to do that to quite a number of them the first year because they were in very poor shape. But this is their 4th year. They did fine. They did great.